Well, this belt needs changing, but I have a better idea. It's time to convert this old belt drive into a chain. Hopefully I got all the right offsets. But first we have to take a lot of things apart. Of course, we'll start with the saddlebags. Now disconnect the battery. We'll also have to remove this side cover. The battery has to go, and the exhaust, along with the cages on this side. Now we have to remove the crossover pipe. Now we can take off the floorboards. And the shifter lever. We'll also have to get this floorboard mount out of the way. Now we can start disassembling the primary. We'll start by draining it. Now we can get the clutch adjuster out of the way so we can get to the clutch nut. We'll have to remove the nut from the chain adjuster and blast off the compensator nut. Always remember the clutch nut is reverse thread. Well, this clutch isn't coming off easy. I'm going to have to get a puller. Let's move on to the other side. Let's get the rear sprocket on. First we have to get this cage out of the way so we can get the axle out to get the rear wheel out. We'll have to remove the entire brake assembly. It sure is a tight fit on these old bikes. Now that we got it swapped to a sprocket and a fresh tire, we're ready to put this back on. Well, that looks great. Well, the puller finally arrived and I got the rest of that primary off, so let's get that front sprocket on. Now we can throw the chain on and make sure it's aligned right, then we can cut it. Well, that's tracking perfectly. Let's get the rest of this together and take this thing for a ride. I won't bore you with the rest of the reassembly. Let's just get to the ride. Well, it sure is nice to have this bike going down the road again. I hope you got some useful information from this video. Be sure to tune in next week on the Maker Hack Shack.